I tell you what, traders, you know what? I am personally getting so don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. That's right. I'm getting so excited. I think we are getting the start of what I believe is the final blow off top before, yes, I do believe we're going to see an incredible, massive crash in the market. But what we're likely to be starting to experience is that blow off top into the rest of this year. So we've probably got another 20 or so % to the upside. And then after that, it's like, whoa, look out below, because we're going to see one of the craziest vertical moves we've ever seen, followed by one of the craziest crashes we've ever seen. So, and if you're not really keeping an eye on the markets, you're going to be probably on the wrong side of both. Why? You're probably going to wait for the thing to melt up, and then you're going to go long, and then it's going to crash on you. Then you're going to get out, then you're going to go short, and then it's going to reverse on you. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm just a horrible trader. You're not a horrible trader, traders. You just don't know when to get in, when to get out. And if you'd like to know when to get in, when to get out, I am running a webinar today, guys, a training for you, sharing with you all the details to what I look for in an amazing, incredible, powerful setup, and also the 3 secrets that you must know to make a really good income from trading. Very first thing in the description, guys. I'm running that today, and I look forward to seeing you on that webinar. So go do that right now. Click on there, go over there. I promise you're going to absolutely love it. If you're struggling right now, guys, and you need help, or you just need help understanding a really good, powerful system of what to look for in a powerful setup, because you don't even know what a good setup looks like, then this is for you. Link in the description. But looking at the market, here we go, guys. We're starting to look at the S&P 500, okay? Now, for you guys that are worried about silver and gold, I'm going to get to it in a minute. It's like, John, did you see gold today? It got hammered. It's going to crash. It's okay, guys. Relax. You know those two noses, those 2 holes in your nose, in the middle of your nose, right? There, right? That's called nostrils. You breathe in. And that really big hole that sometimes, we should shut sometimes. Breathe out through that. Back in through the 2 holes, out through the big hole. Okay, relax, guys. I know some of you guys are probably like freaking out right now when it comes to that gold market. I'm going to get to that gold market in a minute, okay? But looking at the good old stocky market, here we go, okay? We had that bit of a gap up. We're holding this level here quite strongly. And now we're actually having a very nice update today. So we're not going to see everyday update. Well, who knows about that, right? Because people have said, oh, John, what are you talking about? We have already gone vertical. What are you talking about? And nah, this is not going vertical. If I look at this here, right? This right now on the chart is not going vertical. People are like, oh, John, have you seen the vertical action? Right? No, this is not vertical. You want me to show you what vertical actually looks like? Let me share this with you here. All right, where are we here? Let's go back. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, back there, back here. Ooh, too much. Right, you know what a vertical looks like? Like this here. Look at this here. This is back in what, 2017? Notice how we had very little pullback, and then look what happened. We did what? Right? We just had like really slow grinding up, and then suddenly we went like that. This here is probably what we're going to experience. That's right. I have proper language today. Experience in the markets today. Okay. So we're probably likely to experience that for the rest of this year. And again, on the S&P 500, I still see this thing hitting the 5,000 target, which is on its way right now. We're about to make a new high. This thing is racing to the markets. So obviously, that's what I believe we're in right now, guys. And I believe we're likely to see a lot more upside to come. And look at the Dow Jones. Very nice 1% update. The Dow Jones has broken out of its triangle pattern now. We were basing out a little bit of volatility, and now we're a bit of a gap up and a bit of a run. Tell you what, guys, you know what? The trend is your friend until the end. And you know what the most important trend is? The weekly charts, okay? So look at this weekly charts. Higher low, higher low, now another higher low. Look at the weekly charts on the S&P 500. Just a little bit of a pullback and then a continuation. The trend is your friend until the end. What's the most important trend, especially when looking at the daily charts? The weekly charts, okay? So always keep an eye on those good old weekly charts, and also the good old Nasdaq. Look at the now look what the Nasdaq did. I was actually talking about this with my private clients today. This is so interesting. Look at the Nasdaq. We had this support level here, support level here, support level, but look what actually happened, right? We actually broke down, and then we found all this sort of resistance level. Now it popped back up, came back down, held support once, twice, 3 times, 3 days, and then gapped up, and now we're actually going for a run. So I still see, guys, a 17,000 print in the good old Nasdaq. So yeah, we're not going to go up every day, guys. We're probably going to get we will get pullback days. Okay, so not every day, but we will get pullback days. But it's really getting heated up now when it comes to these markets, and I just see these things racing up to all-time new highs, and then away we go again. Don't fight these markets, especially right now with the environment we're in right now. There is nothing but moon action, right? Nothing but moon action. I was thinking of something to say. It's like, no idea, right? But look what happened with gold today, right? Gold is like almost trying to break out. It's like, oh, we're gonna break. Here we go, we're gonna break, and then bam, knocked down. And I guarantee you, there's gonna be so many people who are watching gold. They're gonna be like, oh my goodness, oh. And it's like, oh, not again. Here we go. And then let's see what happens. Is like the market just knocked it down. So we didn't get the breakout. I did a video about a week ago saying once it breaks, then Donkey Kong is coming to town. It hasn't broken yet. So the thing that I see what happened with gold, right, guys? Right now, what's happening with the market, I don't see inflation being transitory. Even the Fed's even come out and said, oh, look, it's actually been longer than what we thought. Yeah, right? If you understand the cycle we're in right now, guys, when we talk about inflation, then when it comes to the metal complex, mining, and even commodity complex, right now, there's 2 different situations. One, there is so much liquidity on the sidelines ready to be pumped in these markets. Secondly, that savers have saved so much money over these last couple of years because of the pandemic. Now, guess what's going to happen? It's going to slowly change to where inflation's already picking up. Savers have already been saving. They're still going to be doing their QE every single month. They're still going to be doing another stimulus package, all that sort of stuff, with all the savers having record savings in their account. And there's going to come a point in time, either A, they lose faith and confidence in the US dollar, or B, they start to build confidence back into everything, start to get back on track again. And so what inevitably happens to that savings? It goes down, which means more liquidity into the system, which means what? More inflation. Now, that's the big picture. And I know a lot of people, they talk about, the whole, they talk about the velocity of money, right? They go, oh, John, the velocity of money. Well, if you want to see the velocity of money change, now once the velocity of money changes, and this is obviously here, this is the velocity of money, and obviously we've seen this chart, you've probably seen this chart before, right? Down through here. The thing is, we've been going down since this one here, and people are saving so much money right now, and they've still got 0% interest rates, and they're still doing bond purchases every single month, and they're still going to be doing more stimulus packages and so on and so forth. And then guess what happened? Something's going to snap, either the faith and confidence in the US dollar, or they're going to start to build confidence back in that everything's getting back to normal. And then guess what's going to happen? The whole savers of what's going on in the economy is going to start to really start to go right back into the system. And that's what's going to change this velocity. There you go. There's a pretty grammatically correct for you. Velocity is going to change, but once you actually change the direction of velocity with all this savings is going to eventually come back in the system. Inflation's already high. Wait for all these savings to come back in the system. You know what I'm trying to say here, guys, right? Inflation's going to be going absolutely nuts, and that's what's going to push up prices. And that's when I do see, guys, when that happens, that may be next year when we start to really get that going. That's when you're going to start to see like just some crazy moves in the miners and metals. I do see a big move coming in the miners and metals, guys. But timing is always a hard thing. The best thing I'm focusing for is I'm still waiting for this breakout, as I've been saying for the last week or more. Been waiting for this breakout. We didn't break out yet. We're still squeezing up into this triangle, this pattern. So anything can change through here. So we have to really watch for this. If it does break out, then we may be getting into the start of maybe a bit of inflation, and then things starting to pick back up. I do see that we're getting towards the end of this situation. Some people disagree, but that's just my opinion. It's been 2 years right now. And so next year, we're probably likely to really start up. Or maybe not even next year, maybe the next couple of months, things are going to start to open back up. Things are going to start to be normal, and people are going to start to spend their money. I know it's happening here in Australia. Australia right now, we're just going absolutely just crazy. Sydney's opening back up. Melbourne's going to be opening back up. Things are just start to open back up even more. And we've been saving so much. And then guess what that's going to do to inflation, aka asset prices, to the moon. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. Guys, make sure you click on that link in below. Come join me today on my free training, on my free webinar that I'm running. I'm going to share with you all the details, exactly what I look for when I'm looking to actually trade the markets for income. If you're looking to make an income from trading, this is the most powerful training you'll ever see. Very first thing in the description, guys. Click on that, and I look forward to seeing you on the training, and I'll see you real soon.